Good morning everyone and welcome to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we are taking a look at Iratus, Lord of the Dead. This is part of the week-long series that I'm doing with games that have been inspired by Darkest Dungeon. We have played Darkest Dungeon 2 of course for a very long time. I have postponed it at the moment, waiting for new content to arrive. We have played for a week Circus Electrique, and I have to say that is an interesting spin on the genre. I did like the boss battles, they were fairly interesting to figure out. At least there were unique enough mechanics to where you can make a plan and execute it, and it turned out well for us in the two free, if we can say free boss battles that we've done. And also there was an interesting element about the characters having their fixed skills and randomly generated, and you had to figure out how to best use them in what situation. Plus it was fairly easy to lose them in a bad battle, in a bad matchup. So that was an interesting experience, although it's very difficult to enter into if you do not like the visual style of the game. Now we're moving on to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. This is a game that came out in 2019, and I remember correctly when I'm saying that it was developed by Unfrozen. It's gotten a bunch of patches since then, so I'm guessing that at this moment we're playing on one of the most balanced out versions of the game. So without further ado, let's get this started. We'll say new game. Cakewalk, definitely not. We're gonna play on More Pain. As a difficulty, perfect for challenge seekers, sure. Normal starting resources and battle rewards, stronger enemies, some elite enemies in normal battles. Enemies can get inspired, less vigor recovery for minions out of battle, and recover less mana for ourselves out of battle, and normal graveyard efficiency. Let's get this started. In this game, it's a very different spin than Darkest Dungeon if you've never seen it before, or most of the game that came out until this point, till 2019, with the Darkest Dungeon inspired genre. You don't have heroes that you take into the dungeon to take on the undead, the demons, the otherworldly creatures. You are a necromancer, so you'll be raising the dead yourself, and you're going to go against the humans, the dwarves, the elves, if I remember correctly, and you're going to take down the entire world. Hopefully you're gonna conquer the world. What is this? Armor, dust. So this is some of the parts that I think we have on us. We have flask, we have digger souls, we have mana. I do not know what everything here is. This, I believe, are part of the expansion. A lot of things have changed since I first played. So this is our chamber. And then we have a few places. Mortuary was what? A powerful aura of death restores vigor, so this is how we heal our people. Iratus statue. Recover mana, okay. An arena here to gain experience. Excavation, 45% chance for each minion working at the excavation site to find a random part. That is good to have. Adobe of Wrath, each minion at the abode of Wrath gives Iratus 15 Wrath at the beginning of battle. Okay, a library, which gives us some experience, and an obelisk, which provides us with some digger souls. Don't know what we'll do with digger souls, but we'll see. Plus, finding artifacts at the Dead Lake. So these will be buildings that we will be constructing. This is our humanorium, where we can figure out what enemies we might find. We have talents now. Increase the amount of digger souls received at the end of battle by 25%. That sounds pretty good to pick early on. Increase the chances to receive uncommon or better parts by 25%. That is great too. You'll be constructing your minions out of parts. Minions restore 100% more vigor when Iratus uses Distillation. Iratus restores 100% of more mana using Calcification. Yes. Magic, so some dreads, few other things. Ire, all minions receive +3 to attack. Does not work on summoned minions. I think we're going to take the resources first. A magic attack would definitely come in handy in certain situations.
Transformation, the will becomes free.
But let's go with this. More resources. We have a broken sword. All minions that are level 5 and lower gain +6 attack and +6 dread in combat. So we start with a fairly interesting artifact that we can...
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
This is our character. We will give him a bunch of equipment as we go along, depending on what we find and what we want to work with. These are some of the parts that we can actually combine in order to make better stuff. Transmutation, distillation. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more. There's a lot more stuff here than what it used to be. Potion making. Iratus can use parts he finds to brew various potions. We can try to make something very randomly with the parts we find. And here we have the minions that we can create, and also some minions that we can unlock. These are part of DLC. These are part of the basic path of the basic pack, the basic game. At this moment, I think we have enough parts where we could create ourselves a skeleton, right? Yep, we could create ourselves another skeleton if we wish to do so. And then what? To the dungeon. Okay, so let's see what we can unlock here. There were a few things that I wanted. Is this one? Let us build this first. We need a skeleton in order to construct this building, so we are going to bring us here. We're going to craft. Didn't press the craft button. So we're gonna say craft here.
For the dogs of war.
And now we're gonna we're gonna bring it to the building, and we're gonna say build.
The excavation is far too extensive. No, this was not the result of a battle. All these bodies were placed here deliberately.
So right now we're having a 45% chance to get a random part. Now we can upgrade this building by using a few more digger souls and another type of minion. In this way, it also encourages you to be using your parts in order to upgrade and progress through the game. But you have to be very careful, as losing some of these minions in battle can be really bad for your playthrough, as you can imagine. The kingdom had need of vast riches buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoction for the promise of wealth. They only need bodies that they could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal dangers that awaited them below. So here is where we start. We have the mines and the dwarf tunnels, mercenary barracks, catacombs, cathedral and cemetery, and I'm guessing that then we will be on the surface. I wonder if this would be the end of the game when we reach the cemetery, because we will be at the surface, but I do not know what the story is like. So we're starting with a battle here. We're taking mostly on criminals, slaves, criminals working as slaves, and rebels. Sinister stance, okay. Sinister strike. At the beginning of the next turn, you will deal 195% more damage to a random target. Okay. We have a few conscripts and a hunky. With our bride, think of him, gain extra attack and dread. You can do what you do in Darkest Dungeon or what the enemies do to you. You can either kill them, or you can scare them to have a heart attack. So this purple bar down here, it's their morale or their sanity or things like that. What are we going to work with? I feel like right now we just have a lot of damage. So I would go with a lot of damage. Try to take this target out first. We're gonna fight on normal speed during today's episode, but tomorrow I'm going to increase it. Let's do a smite here.
Then in with the rest.
Nice. One is down, we have the zombie here. I think I could put him back just because he has a few more attacks in the third position. I'm guessing that the skeleton also has some abilities that are better in the front position. Zombie dude does 100% more damage during the next attack. That could be interesting as well. Let's try to take you out. Physical attack, this one has a chance to attack twice and we'll do that.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Okay, we'll do a volley. We have here, I guess so you have no spells yet, but this is the mana that we have. And we would be able to cast some spells. And there it is. Battle done.
Soon this world will be mine.
We got a few parts. At the start of combat, all enemies must pass a sanity check. Well, we got some flesh from the graveyard, it's a good start. Nothing else. A few more digger souls, but we need more than that to make progress here. Artifact. Let's use it.
It embellishes my undead features.
I'm guessing the sanity check might give them something like a fun for a turn. In this game, your heroes, if I remember correctly, they do not level up. But what they do, you have like these different types of items here that you can combine to create higher rarity, but you also have like this IQ level, so this is a brain of level 3. If we go to our characters here, we can assign this to one of them in order to make them stronger. So you can see, right, everybody has level 1 IQ. Now, where is the brain? The brain is here. Who should I level up? The Dark Knight is great. Switch skin. I do have one set of skin, I just play with the normal ones. I feel like she will be great, so I am going to be replacing her brain here. This has provided her with some combat points, right? Some stats that we could use to increase either her stress attack, her normal attacks, her life, her accuracy, luck, which is for critical hits, and evade. I have 4 points. I am just going to be increasing life here and some of the damage. So we'll start with that. And as far as abilities go, you pick either left or you pick light. You either pick left or right. Left or light. Left or right. And you can get accuracy here or luck, but you also gain some special modifiers on your attacks. If we're taking a look at this ability, we have Chest Piercer, right? It does 26 to 31 damage at 100%, and a critical heal would deal 175 damage. If I pick Heart Piercer, the damage would stay the same, but the critical hit would add 225 extra damage instead of 175, which means 50% extra damage on top of what was already there. Or we could get Lung Piercer, which does the same amount of damage, but the critical hit will stun the target for one action, which is absolutely great, right? As long as we do criticals, the target will be stunned, except for bosses. Or we could go with the other abilities here. There's plenty of abilities to use this on. Ignores wards, that could be great. I feel like for right now, what I want to do is gain this.
I expect results.
Is to get this stunning going. If we can stun a target every time we fight them, that is going to be great. So that is all that I want to do for now. Let's continue forward. What do we go? Where do we go? Cultists. Mortal cultists who gift Iratus with random consumable or minion specific items. Or we could go on this side. Sacrificial altar. By sacrificing minions, Iratus receive parts, items and a random consumable. But we don't really have a lot of minions with us. Going to the left contains a record of past battle which can be used to raise the level of minions or Iratus himself. I think like this is the best choice. Getting some of this experience. What do we want? Minions gain experience or we get experience? I feel for the moment we should be getting the experience. And with that, increase the chance of finding artifacts at the end of the battle. It's pretty interesting, but getting uncommon or better parts by 25% is even better. It would help us to upgrade our minions. On this side, what do we have? An ancient tomb containing dormant minions awaiting their time, or a sanctuary where one can collect digger's souls. We go on this side, we could go on the left and we'd have an extra battle, a quest, another battle, an ancient coffin. I believe that this is a longer path, which means more experience until we get to the end. So let's go on the left. We have enough parts to create new minions if we need to rest some of them. They will not replenish their health. Didn't change the position of these people. Oh, I can actually use some mana to move them forward, so let's move forward. It doesn't consume a turn, although you can only do one spell. Mediocrity. The target gains 4 armor and 4 resistance until the battle ends. Attack twice. Marks a minion, has a 100% chance to redirect any attack that targets the mark minion to itself, and we also gain some armor. Cool. For now, a guard, a miner, a hunty, and a taskmaster. I would like to take out the taskmaster as well, so let's focus on him first. I believe that he has some sort of attack. Yeah. So we rolled that effect on these minions, and this one got minus 25 luck. He got Hopeless. He got Betrayal, 75% chance to attack any ally. That artifact is overpowered. So they all got... You know how in Darkest Dungeon you get the resolve whenever you hit 100 stress? You get that check to see if you go heroic or if you go the other way into despair, and it provides you with some penalties or bonuses depending on what you hit. Well, the same goes in this game, and apparently we apply this at the beginning. Each time an enemy receives a buff, the Dark Knight deals 11 to 13 stress damage to it. Removes all debuffs, okay. Press attack or normal damage. So we're just going to focus on the guard since they seem to be doing it. Okay, with you. At the start of its next turn, the zombie attacks 4 times, each attack dealing 60% damage. I do like that. Small debuff there, a bit for accuracy. She, with her long pierce, let's see if we can stun him. Well, we didn't do a crit, so the answer to that is no. Let's try to do another attack here. Beautiful stuff.
This never gets old.
We got a double debuff here. He got betrayed again. Let's remove all of these debuffs. They can both hit the same target. Beautiful stuff. Let me try to take you out. Kill you here. Beautiful stuff. Another one is dead. And for you, let's see if we can do something about his sanity here. Okay, that's one. You don't really have a way to cause any kind of sanity damage, apparently. Okay, that's a lot of sanity damage, and the skeleton has like this party-wide sanity debuff apparently. Can I cause some sort of a... At 0 sanity, the target has a chance to die when receiving any amount of stress damage.
One less annoyance.
Okay, so that's how we kill it by heart attack.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
We've got a brand new level up. I feel like we should either go here to give more damage. Target minion loses... That's a spell. Every time a minion misses with an attack, Iratus gain free wrath. In the destruction one, Flaming Skull deals 4 magic damage and sets the target on fire. Deals 8 to 18 physical damage twice to the same target. Let's pick this one. I wanna have a spell on hand because I feel like we might use it. They've grown a bit smarter out of that battle. Investing in this attack costs more points. For the moment I feel like I should just be investing a bit into armor. I haven't played in such a long time that I do not know for sure whether that is the right path to go forward to. But at the end of the day we're going to figure it out. Let's see. I could craft one of these. Better bones and stuff. Or I could craft a bunch of minions. Let's see, what else do we need to construct this area? Raising the Necromancer at the monument, each minion restores 8 mana. Or build one of these, but we need a wraith for that. Can we make a wraith? Graveyard? I forgot where it was. Creation. Let's see, a wraith. We have enough. Let's make a wraith.
Signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
And I should be making a few party members, like... I am thinking about making probably a Banshee here.
Come, dear.
I do like a Mummy as well. I think I would prefer a Mummy instead of the zombie here. Though it's mostly stress damage from what I can see. Okay, we'll have these for stress damage. The Wraith does the same kind of stress attack more than anything else. Let's see, creation. Can we do another Wraith if I'm... yeah. And what else should we do? Never had a werewolf before. Seems like he's a damage dealer. Leech. Kills an ally. Yeah, I remember this one. He's very strong, but you have to sacrifice some enemies for it. Jade. Once again, a support enemy. Vampire. She's used in attacks. I guess probably another Bride of Iratus would be great in this case to make a party. You know what, for now we'll craft this one. This would make a full party, which would be great for stress. I am going to go to the obelisk just to have someone collecting some souls here.
The cold-edged stone of the obelisk hums with the power of souls drawn towards it.
Great.
Many ancient monuments were built for exactly this purpose.
Well, I am going to do something along these lines. Let's see, go back to a battle. Choose a battle squad. Ah, okay, so this is battle squad 1, this is battle squad 2, so we just have to pick one. We're just gonna go with the battle squad 1 for now. We found ourselves some souls and now we have to pick whatever path we want. We're gonna go left. The one with more battles is the one that I wanna pick. So he's getting a buff, increased accuracy and increased damage from the whip, so he has to go definitely. What is that stance about? Whenever a minion moves, attack it for 100% damage, okay? And that's a trap. Minus 30 to accuracy. Ooh, so he threw an axe or something which pushed the skeleton back, and because the skeleton moved, he also attacked. Beautiful stuff. Let's use some of our wrath here. I was really hoping that we would get a bit more there. Let's see. You You do not miss. You should have died. But anyway. Skeleton will need to stay at home to heal. We'll probably bring the other party into battle. Only one spearman remaining. And what are we going to use? A Heartless Flash first of all for straight up damage. I guess we're just gonna do straight up damage, right? Yes, Might. He has a lot of protection. A Lung Piercer. Okay. We won another battle here.
Mine
got another talent point.
Side.
And a few other parts that we will need to be using going forward. Our skeleton has leveled up again. He has an ability now. Astounding Fortitude. Marks 1,000,000. And we could go here with what? Strikes back when attacked, dealing 100% stress damage. That could be great. Or get a bit more armor and resistances. I have been using the double attack a lot. So the Smite here. We could get... Performs additional attack for each buff on the target. Ooh. 4% chance to immediately kill the target. Wow. Performs an additional attack for each buff on the target and deals more damage. You know what?
Get back to battle.
That sounds, to me, that sounds really good. Right, getting extra damage for each buff on the target and a 4% chance to immediately kill the target. Might not seem like a lot, but it is. Upgrade with Digger Souls. Okay, so we can do this one now as well. The game did not have all these when I first played it, so that's why I'm mostly surprised. Let's see if we can upgrade this one. How much would it cost? 50, and we do not have 50 souls yet. As far as talents go, we're just going to get... Let's get the all minions receive +3 attack. I am going to go next to the battle. Do we still have the... Oh no, that was a consumable. So that roll of effect where everybody had to pass an insanity check was used, well, had one use. I thought it was a bit too powerful to be a long-term ability. Let's see. As you progress upon your journey towards your rifle dominance, you encounter an impressive mustering of resistance, a massive shuffling of feet, and your undead host comes across an even larger host of human slaves. A single dwarf taskmaster is at the head, grinning with darkened teeth as he whips his thralls against you. For the first time in a long time, you realize that you are outnumbered. Retreat. Let a skeleton assassinate the dwarf. Skeletons are very good at playing dead. Would have loved to have now the team with the skeletons, right? We're going to initiate this battle, I do not care. The dwarf might be a bit tough. Oof. Yeah, that hurt. It removes all armor, removes all resistances. Elite Dwarven Warrior. So this is going to be difficult, but we are going to try it out. Restore the target's full sanity, gives Iratus mana, okay. Stress attack. I feel like we should do some stress attack on the dwarf, right? Rather than the entire party. Sure, let's focus for the moment. We need to scare the dwarf. Now in the back lines, I'm not sure that the dwarf will have so many attacks. Summons a concealing cloud for 2 rounds. Any minions within the cloud receives +25 evasion. Ghostly fire. Okay. Sure. Let's do a bit of a ghostly veil here. Hex beam. Sure. That's a bit of insanity, some cure. He became weak. The dwarf gained weakness, which decreases some of his damage, which is great for us. Invalid target. Oh, we cannot shoot that far with stress. Let's focus on the ones who have debuffs already. Nice. She's taking some damage there. Curse. Or let's do the terror wave. It caused some of our wrath, but it will really hurt their insanity. Plus it shuffled their party around. Okay, let's do more curses here.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
He went berserk here. Okay, it's good that the dwarf missed, because we might have lost the ghost there. Or the banshee. Okay. You have been debuffed with accuracy. Ghostly fire. The dwarf died of a heart attack. This guy became mighty, you can see. Increased damage and damage received is reduced. Targets skip their next turn if we do Howl. Let's do that. We've missed on one of you. Ooh, it's good that he missed again. Okay, he became hopeless, the other one died. So far so good. Let's do one of these sopranos. Less attack. We're gonna try to take him out first. Although this guy is very close to dying.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Only one target left here. Warning shots. He has reached 0 insanity. He got another attack in. But right now, this is going to be enough to kill him, I'm guessing.
So,
yep.
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah, pathetic.
We gained some cursed bandages for the mummy. We got a level 4 brain. You may be outnumbered, but you still have centuries of tactical knowledge with your immortal mind. You make your minions count for once in their miserable existence. By the end, the dwarf was on his knees, surrounded by mounds of corpses, which soon will come to life, and his former thralls rip him apart limb from limb. You always had an appreciation for irony. Okay, apparently we got a Bride of Iratus and an Abomination. Okay, more minions to sacrifice. The Abomination seems very interesting as a type of enemy. I might want to use the Abomination instead of the zombie. Yeah, let's try it out. We'll try instead of the zombie going forward, but first of all... he hasn't really been healed that much. Applies after a victory except quest battles. Ah, I see, so quest battles did not add to that. Could I craft another one of these wraiths?
An unassuming creation. Perhaps the warnings were just superstitions.
So I am going to try to upgrade this to the next level, releasing another space to add our Dark Knight. And as far as damage goes, his IQ level, I guess I'm not going to be spending it on these guys just yet. We're gonna go with another battle. For the mummy here, we can replace the bandages. Let's see. At the start of its turn, the mummy restores 4 vigor for each cursed enemies. Okay, cool. Increase damage dealt to elite enemies by 25. I'm guessing that this we could apply on anyone, so I'm just gonna apply it on her when we're gonna go with the damage fight. For now, I'm going to pick this second battle. And we'll see how we handle it. The conscript shouldn't be that difficult to handle, I would say. They have very little sanity. Now the ghost is in trouble. So I'm just gonna move her back. And let's do a soprano first to decrease their attacks. More curses. Beautiful. Do some stress damage over here. He went insane. 75% chance to beat Ray on that line. Let's do these curses.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Ooh, he became mighty. Gain concentration actually, as a response to sanity. What do I do? A whale? Sure. Then I'm going to give you a warning shot here. We're gonna attack the one with a lot of buffs. A hex beam. And finally we'll do a terror wave. That's a heart attack there. And 2 opportunities for another heart attack. Oof. Good that he missed. Let's see if we can kill you. Didn't manage to do it. Oh, she's almost dead here. One of you has died, and let's see if we can kill the other one before he can act again.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Beautiful stuff. Got a talent point here. An infused dagger. Unlocks a secret of destruction spell. Crush Bones deals 50 plus free magic damage, additionally deals 100% damage if the target is stunned. Spell power increased by 2% and it costs 22 mana. We gain some healing. Seems like it's pretty much fully healed. It doesn't cost us any resources to do this, so we're gonna do it. Talent points. Now we're gonna wait for a while, I feel. Minions receive plus 3 dread. I think that is important as well.
Shake the very foundations
Just to somehow
of this
make
world.
it work that we have one of these stress dealing parties. Then we are going to look at our artifacts. This is equipped instead of our weapon, which is like all minions that are level 5 and lower gain 6 attack and 6 dread. It's better for now, because we do have low levels. For you, let's see if we can craft a few parts. I would like to upgrade the Dark Knight, and I would also like to upgrade the Skeleton. What do you need? You need armor. Mostly armor and weapon. Weapon and armor. Okay, let's see if we can make some of that.
Behold my work.
Reduce physical damage received by 10%. Okay. Apparently we are creating equipment. We're not creating better parts. Converts free parts of any type into a new part, so it's transmutation at this point.
It's no gold, but it will do.
We just got some armor there. Free parts, okay. Allows the transformation of free parts into mana. Converts free parts into ones of the same rarity. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not used to
The skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Oh, so that's how it changed. Now we're going to use Digger Souls in order to upgrade this stuff. Additional stats too. Very different than what I've played the first time. It makes it more unique than what I've played the first time too. I'm not necessarily sure I like it more than what you were able to do before. Meaning that in the past, you had this ability to just exchange body parts with higher level body parts. Maybe if we find them we can still equip them, but you are also able to craft. So once again, I am not fully sure that I do like this, but it's going to be fine. Let's see, ignores word doesn't stack. Okay, this would increase the buff that we're getting to our allies. This one would probably decrease the debuffs that the enemy receive. Sure.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Let's leave stuff like this and let's pick on another battle. An ancient coffin filled with items. Let's see what we have going on. Select a boon. Your minion's attack restores 25% of the damage dealt as wrath. Significantly increase the chance to be attacked by an enemy. Minions become immune to ignition. Let's use the Jester Visage, and I'm guessing that it's going to be a good idea to give it to our Dark Knight. He's our strongest as far as armor goes, right? Yep. Far strongest. Then we're going to go to the next pack. An ogre. Well, I didn't necessarily want to attack him, but there we are. Yeah, take that guy in the back out first. We'll do the funeral march. That seems very important to do. I'm just gonna attack the spearman. War cry. What does this do? More accuracy, more luck. Critical damage increase. You know what? Let's see if we can get a critical strike here. Ah, didn't work, but we tried. We're gonna cast a spell there.
Sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Weird Necromancer. Gain more resistances, attack twice. Yeah, let's attack him here.
One by one,
so one is down.
Vanishes from this world.
With you, I need to change positions here, because this guy doesn't really have a way to attack. Okay, that wasn't that much damage. I was afraid that we would get a lot more from that. We'll do a slash here. And with a double attack, we should die. Good. Which pretty much leaves us with the ogre. Break and Swallow instantly destroys an enemy that has less than 20% sanity remaining after receiving the damage from this ability. The abomination receives a buff restoring 14 health, vigor until the end of combat. Well, he doesn't, but... Sure, let's buff our team once again. We'll change position later on. But yeah, losing that accuracy is really good. Inflicts a critical hit, sure.
Extinction of life.
Roll attack. Let's target you and move you back. You are not able to do attacks from the second position, nothing special at least. But the Vorpal's fight seems to still work. So if I have slice with you... Yeah, I'm not sure I'm happy with this kind of combination of team. I need someone else in the third position. But there we go.
My will is a tide that will wash away.
Each round of combat Iratus recovers 30 wrath, one-time use only. Well, that is going to have to be it for this episode. This is a first look, it's a beginning for Iratus, the Lord of the Dead. We're gonna be playing it for a week long. Let me know if you want to see more as we are following the series. Let me know whether there are parts of it that you really enjoy, or just exchange some thoughts. I'd be very curious to hear from you as well in regards to this game, if you played it before or not. And until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.